What is up, guys? Do me a quick favor, please subscribe. And here we go for the review of Blood Hunt issue number 1 by J. McKay, Pepe Larraz, and Marti Grassi. Now, we start the issue with a countdown that says Sun Death. My guess is it stands for how long the sun has been darkened. Heroes are struggling, vomiting, and losing their minds all over the world. A mysterious narrator suddenly says, "This is how the world ends. This is my work. This has always been my work." We turn to New York City, where the Scarlet Witch stands, and Iron Man contacts her, asking her what she sees. "I see the Blackout," says Scarlet. "Blackout exploded." Tony tells her that he sees other superhuman doing the same, becoming Dusk all over the world. Darkforce users are becoming portals to the Darkforce, is what Wanda says. "Close the portal," says Iron Man to Wanda, and she tries. It's an entire dimension forcing its way to Earth from multiple breaches. Iron Man tries to close them also. We turn to Hunter Moon as they see other dark forces opening portals, hiding the sun, darkening the skies. Dark Moon says that it is an attack. And suddenly, a group of blood-sucking vampires appears and attack, thirsty for blood. Furthermore, all over the city, big cities around the world, the same thing is happening in China, Colombia, South Korea, even in Latveria, where Dr. Doom protects and secures his border. Now we switch to Brooklyn, New York, and we see Miles Morales fighting the blood-sucking beast, saying, "Vampires everywhere." "What will Blade do?" says Miles. And out of nowhere, in a shadow somewhere, someone says that is a good question. And there he appears, Blade, the Daywalker. And of course, he has a plan. None will know better to handle these vampires more than Blade himself. Now we switch to the Avengers, and even they are fighting all over the earth. Thor, Captain Marvel, Black Panther. We switch to Blade, driving a truck and giving a secret meeting spot coordination. "Meet me there," says Blade. "I have information." "Works for me," says Iron Man. Then the whole Avengers show up. A huge truck comes, and all of a sudden, the Avengers are taken by some kind of psychiatric power as they all fall down. And there they are, a group of vampires. But these vampires are not your typical weakling. These vampires look strong and powerful. They seem to have a master, but the master doesn't seem to be here with them. They attack the Avengers. One of the vampires can cut through anything. Hint at the cut to Thor. A god has been cut. Tony is ready to attack, but the blade is inside Tony's suit also. Captain Marvel is taken by an attack inside her mind. The vampire says, Cruel eats pain. Unusual eats magic. I eat spirits. Megrim eats thoughts. And the monster slams Captain Marvel to the ground. Captain America himself is thrown down. Thor has one final stand, but the monster that can cut anything pierces through Thor's brain. What an image. Now Black Panther is in contact with his city and asks them to prepare to dimension shift. T'Challa screams, "Captain America," as he is taken down by the vampires. The Avengers just lost. Oh my God. Now we switch to Bleecker Street. Meanwhile, where Doctor Strange is at home with Clea. Clea is surprised. She tells him that they need to be out there fighting. But Strange also always has a plan, wanting to create a formula to end all of this. A spell to kill every vampire on Earth, says Blade, who shows up at Strange's home. You need a Darkhold, says Blade. Last time he checked, Darkhold was eaten by Scarlet Witch. Now Doctor Strange quickly asks Blade what is happening, and Blade explains a vampire uprising. This is different, he says. This time they are organized, one big push to put the vampires on top. Blade says that this special group of vampires call themselves the Structure, a vampire cult spreading around the world. Their plan, said Blade, was number 1, using antediluvian rituals to detonate Darkforce users and turning them into portals to block out the sun. Number 2, global uprising, mobilizing cities across the world. And number 3, taking out the Avengers. A kill squad, says Blade. Ultra vampires. The Bloodcoven is a match for the Avengers, says Blade. Strange insists now to develop this formula now more than ever, since the danger at hand is very high. You do that to kill all vampires? Some are on your side too, says Blade. Strange doesn't budge and says, I'm a doctor. I will accept my own damnation to save my patient. Strange now asks about the new leader of the vampires. To Blade, who is this mastermind behind this organization of blood-sucking vampires? Blade says, do you want to know the leader of the Structure? And we switch to the last page here, guys. And he says here, it's me, as he goes in for the kill for Doctor Strange's neck. Looks like he's gonna suck Doctor Strange's neck right there. And that is the comic. That is issue number 1. Wow, what an ending to the issue. Who would have thought that Blade has turned against humanity, you know? What a banger of an issue, man. Lots of fights and blood, and of course, Avengers down. The city has been taken over by blood-sucking vampires, and now they have to deal with the most dangerous daywalker vampire of them all, Blade. Wow, what a crazy ending. I can't wait for issue number 2. What an issue. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys all next time. Later. Peace out. What is up, guys? Happy Memorial Weekend. And yeah, let's do Blood Hunt review for issue number 2 by Jed, McKay, Laraz, and Gracia. So welcome to Comic Hour. Now, a quick favor, subscribe and like. Alright, now if you need to catch up, click on the link above. You will see issue 1 review, and then you can return to watch this video. Now, as you all know, Blade turned out to be the kingpin of this vampire uprising from our last issue. He took out the Avengers, including Doctor Strange, and now in the impossible city we found ourselves, he has some of the Avengers member captive. We see Thor hanging with blood dripping from above into a bowl, as I am sure they are consuming the blood of a god, or they're preserving this blood. It's not every day that you're going to find blood from a god, right? So might as well preserve it. The Wanda Witch kept in place. Oh my god, one of the most powerful witch in the Marvel Universe is kept at bay. That's incredible. That's how strong this vampire uprising has been. Now, Blade says that they are secure here in this wondrous, impossible city, which monsters call home. Do you feel it, T'Challa? As we see that the Black Panther has turned it into a vampire himself. As Blade mocks T'Challa, he orders his minions to find the girl, his daughter Brielle, and for the Panther to find him his prize. What prize is that? We don't know yet. Now, we switch to New York City, where vampires are eating the flesh of humans. Vampires are about to attack, and they're attacking bystanders when the head of one of the vampires gets slashed. And there she is, Blade's daughter Brielle, saving the humans as she gets attacked by two vampires herself, who later gets slashed by none other than Dracula himself. You are too important to all of this, Brielle, to risk your life for insignificance, says the Vampire King. As they speak, they are found. Hello, Dracula. Hello, daughter of Blade, say a voice in the background. Now we move on to uptown New York City, where we see Hunter Moon and Tigra, who are fighting the blood-sucking vampires. We have to find Strange, said Tigra. He's our best chance. Hey, did you say Strange, says Miles Morales, who pops out of nowhere? Yeah, we're going to Strange house, they say. As they all go there, they arrive there knocking on the door. They are greeted by an astrophysic body of Strange, who says welcome. As you may know, Strange has the ability to separate his physical body into an astral plane, one that will still make him functional. Now Tigra asks Strange that there are vampires everywhere, and you are just staying home? Like, really? Come on, Strange. Strange tells her that he is in his astral form due to some complications. Things have gone to hell here, he says, as we see his physical body being kept in check by his own wife, and that his physical is full-blown in vampire mode. Now, we go back to Dracula and Brielle, and we see that Bloodstorm was the person speaking earlier, and that they are here to take Brielle back to her dad. Bloodstorm tells Dracula that he is the false lord of the vampire, that they are now serving the real lord, Blade. But way the Avengers shows up, at least what is left of it anyway. The fight starts with Vision taking out Megrim. His power has no effect on Vision, as Vision is not human. And bang, Captain Marvel attacks Bloodstorm with a strong punch. Vision burns his enemy by bringing him up to the sky to see the sunlight. As you know, vampire's weakness is daylight. Captain Marvel asks Bloodstorm, what happened to Blade? Blade, the master, he has become what he was always meant to be, a vessel for our dreams of the unending night, says a beat-up Bloodstorm, who takes off his mask as we see the ugliness of his vampire face. Meanwhile, Iron Man takes out his opponent using magnetic field, and Vision shows up with solar energy on him. Captain Marvel destroys part of the darkness and lets a little bit of the light in, as the Avengers win this battle. The Bloodcoven fall back, otherwise they will be burned with this solar energy coming down in their face. Captain Marvel tells Sam that eventually they will take the city back, and to let them go for now. Brielle suggests to the Avengers that they need to go where Strange is, Doctor Strange, as their hero gather at Strange Place, making a plan to take over the city. Out of nowhere, Brielle sees Miles Morales, in which she knows, and in joy says, finally someone I know. But something is wrong with Miles. He's holding his head. Does he have a headache? Oh no, Miles has turned into a vampire blood-sucking monster. What a shock out of nowhere. What a shock. And this is the end of this issue. Who else will turn into a vampire in this epic vampire run? Comment below. Let me know who you think is going to be the next blood-sucking vampire. Is it one of the Avengers? Let me know. This issue was okay in my opinion. Lots of random action, but the art, man. I just love the art, man. Pepe is doing a great job. This is very well drawn, very easy to keep up, and to be entertained while you read. So yeah, that's the issue. Click the like, the sub, as usual. If you want more, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of Comic Hour, as we are a growing community. And I will see you all next time. Happy Memorial Day, and peace out. What is up, guys? Welcome to Comic Hour. This is the hour for comics. Now, we're doing Blood Hunt, issue number 3 by Jade McKay, Pepe Larraz, and Marti Grazzi. Sub and like. Thank you for that. Now, if you need to get caught on, click the link above and then come back to watch this video. Now, we start the issue here in the impossible city lair of the Lord of all Vampires, Blade, where he speaks to an holographic image of T'Challa. "Have you found it, T'Challa? Have you found my prize?" asks Blade. As you know from the previous issue, Blade sent T'Challa, who is now a vampire, to get something from him, for him, in Wakanda. A prize, so to say. T'Challa confirmed that he got it in Wakanda. "Bring it to me," says Blade. Now, an imprisoned Wanda congratulates Blade. "It will appear that you've gotten everything you wanted, and yet your Bloodcoven is one member short." Again, previous issue, guys, the Avengers showed up. They basically killed one of the vampires, exposed him to the sunlight, and he died. Now the Bloodcovens, they're one member short. So that's what Wanda was referring to. As you can see now, the Bloodcoven are drinking Thor's blood. As we talked about on the previous issue again, they had bowls lined up beneath Thor's feet to collect his blood, as he is a god, and now they're drinking it. Wanda warns Blade that the Avengers' eyes are open now. They are aware and they are coming to avenge. Now, we turn to the Sanctum Sanctorum, where, as you may remember, Miles turned into a vampire, where he is currently attacking the heroes. Clea binds his hand and feet to try to stop him, and Doctor Strange throws Agamotto eyes to heal Miles, and it works. All of a sudden, he is back to normal, as Miles remembered that it was Blade who turned him into this monster. "He came to us as a friend, and then he struck, and now I also bear his curse," says Doctor Strange, trying to comfort Miles. A confused Brielle asks who's been doing all of this. "You didn't tell her, Dracula?" says Strange. "Of course not. Dracula knew better." As Dracula reveals now, "You must strike down your father. Yes, child, your father. Eric Brooks, Blade. Now you are all that's left to stop him. For you, as his bloodline represents his only weakness, only your hands can strike him down." "No, no," says Brielle. Of course, the heroes don't believe Dracula, the president of the vampire nation himself, who has hunted humans for generations. Dracula defends himself as to say that this is the truth. "I do have a vampire nation, but it is just a nation, one that will fall like humans' nations if we do not stop Blade." Enough, as Strange described that there are 3 major problems to solve. The Dark Force stealing the sun. As you know, the world is currently in total darkness. Second, vampires rampaging across nations. And third, Blade himself, added Captain Marvel. "Where's the kid?" As it seems Brielle just ran away. Wow, another set of problems occurring now. As Miles and Dracula are on their way to search for Brielle now. It just seems that, problems after problems, it just keeps coming. As the heroes that are left are coming up with a plan, the Midnight Mission will take care of the vampires running around Earth by raising an army. Strange himself will find aid, and the Avengers will handle Blade and the Bloodcoven, the group of vampires that are super strong. Captain America, Sam says that they have to draw Blade out in the open, while sending the midnight mission Clea teleports them out into the field. Captain Marvel says that they have to give the people out there hope, and dare Blade to come down and break that hope. She asks Tony how many broadcast system can he get into. All of them, says Iron Man. Sam, you're up, says Captain Marvel. You are the icon. As you know, Captain America is the symbol of hope, a patriot of all of us, so that it is clear that he should speak. Iron Man finally connects the networks, and now Sam speaks. Things are bad, he says, but we've been here before, as he reminds people that Earth always said no to them, to those that always tries to conquer them, all of them, the Kotaktari, No, Hydra, even Galactus himself. If you take our lives, we will be avenged. We're still here, and we will win like all those times before. Just hold on, says Captain America. A beautiful speech for sure, as he is that, the symbol of hope. You think it's going to work, says Iron Man? I don't know, says Captain Marvel. Now Blade is furious. Plans have changed, says Blade. Retarget the mass translocation drives, as he tries to crush any hope left of this world, to New York City, which will serve as the grave of the Avengers. I will drop my great prize there, says Blade. So it might be their tombstone, as he drops the temple of the first blasphemy into New York City. And that is the issue, folks. Lots of planning on this issue. Will Blade win the fight against the Avengers? And is Thor dead? No one even mentioned that. Not too much going on in this issue. You know, basically they're planning their fights. Just a pretty speech from Captain America himself, I guess, That, hey, Marvel is going for the, they're going for the darkness there. And, inside the darkness, there's a light of beacon of hope, Anyway, guys, hope you like this video. If you do, please click the like and the sub. Comments below for improvements. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. And I will see you all next time. Peace out. Alright, guys, what is up? Welcome to Comic Hour. This is Blood Hunt, issue number 4 by Jed McKay, Pepe Larraz, and Marti Gracia. Sub and like. Thank you for that. Now, if you need a catch up, click the link above and come back to watch this video. Thank you for joining. Now, as you know, in the last issue, the temple of the first blasphemy was dropped into New York City by Blade himself. The temple itself it's an ancient Atlantean temple. Has a lot of history. Now, I suppose things must be very bad if you have come to me, says Dr. Doom, as Doctor Strange and Clea went all the way to Latveria to see Doom, asking for his wisdom and possible help. Now, we go to Blade. Finally, do you have any idea how long it's been since I've walked these stones? T'Challa, says Blade. You are not Blade, are you? Responds T'Challa. No, I am something much greater. So we finally get some clarification. That is not Blade, So it's, I always knew. Now, Blade goes on about his plan, saying that this has always been the plan, thousands of years in the making. What are you? Shouts T'Challa. The first Black Panther, the first vampire, I am Varna. Now, quickly, for those of you who don't know who Varna is, Varna was a human or a sorcerer. Varna served in the cult of the Darkholders under Tulsa Doom. Injured due to the actions of King Khal of Valuja, a dying Varna was transformed into a vampire by sorcerers of pre-cataclysmic Atlantis. He allegedly was the last survivor among the vampires, created in Atlantis and ruled over Earth's vampire. So he's an ancient being, guys, an ancient being, one of the first vampire on the planet. Now, as we are back with Strange and Clea, they too found out that Blade is Varna, and that he is responsible. Years ago, his minion, Mary Laveau, prepared Blade as the host for the spirit of Varna. As shown here in the Blade, the Vampire Hunter issue number 5, they made Blade the host of Varna. Wow, what a history. Gotta love this history lesson by Marvel. I knew Blade was a good guy. Now Doom asks Strange what he can help them with. The sky, Victor, the sky. We must have the sun again, asks Doctor Strange. It is magic. They are going to need it, as Doom explains. That a great assemblage of mage is needed to be brought together as one. I can assemble it, says Strange. But no need, says Doom, as we see that Doom has assembled a Strange Academy students' body, who are all mage. One last surprising thing Doom requests is that in order to enact the spell, he must take over as the Sorcerer Supreme. Wow, does that mean he will become the new Sorcerer Supreme? That's incredible and also very insulting to Doctor Strange, I guess. Now, we move on to Asgard, where we see Tigra and company, and as they speak, they are here to do a smash and grab. As they approach a locked gate, Hunter Moon says, "Hello, Father," as the person inside the cell speaks, saying that he can't open the door. Hunter Moon says that he has no power to open that door, but someone else could, as we meet the Wrecker, who uses an Asgardian tool to open the gate. You know, you gotta love these one-time filler characters. Gosh, he looks like another dumb filler character that Marvel has just provided us with again and again. I mean, there's thousands of those fillers characters, as if we needed more. As we return to Blade, he's boasting, saying that he was there thousands of years ago to manage this plan, and now he has the living Darkhold in his possessions, with the blood of a god at hand. Also, he must complete the ritual now. The vampire was only my pawpaw form, says Blade, as he is presented with a bowl of Thor's blood. He drinks it. I was destined to be the end of all things. As he transforms, he becomes one with the darkness. The dark that consumed light, he has become the unliving dark force. Wow, but as soon as he says that, a ball of light shows up in the sky, as portals across the world pop out, and out of those portals an army of warriors show up to fight the dead, led by Moon Knight himself. So, must have been him in that cell in Asgard, right? The Moon God, says Blade, as T'Challa tries to stab him in the back. But Blade Darkforce is too strong, I'm sorry. How, says Blade. The heart-shaped herb in Wakanda has been fighting my infection, healing me bit by bit, says the Black Panther. Did you really think to kill me with that little blade? No, I was just removing it so that Thor might join us, as we see Thor getting back with his strength back, and the Avengers shortly show up. Damn, Blade is in trouble. Come then, come and face the unliving Dark Force, says Blade. And that is the comic. That is the issue. The next issue will conclude the Blood Hunt event of the summer. Looks like their heroes are back in top shape and are about to kick some ass. Well, if you like this video, make sure to help me out. Click the like and sub. We're a growing community and we just keep on growing. And thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe, stick around and watch the entire video to discover just how powerful Dr. Doom truly is. We kick off the final issue of the Blood Hunt in Latveria. As you may recall from the previous issue, Strange and Clea have sought out Doom for his help, as he possesses the spell needed to vanquish the darkness. However, Doom has a condition. If he saves the world, he demands the title and powers of the Sorcerer Supreme. But is this part of a grand master plan? Did Doom orchestrate this entire situation? Now we shift to Central Park, where the Avengers are engaged in a fierce battle against the Bloodcoven. Avengers assemble. At last, Wanda has been freed, thanks to Vision. In a climatic face-off, Thor confronts Varnar, exclaiming, "It has been over 1,000 years since we last met." This remarks harkens back to Marvel Comics Presents issue 63, where Thor first crossed paths with Varnar. While investigating a village plagued by vampires, Varnar was responsible for transforming Vikings into bloodsuckers, leading to an epic showdown where Thor unleashed his full might and lightning to defeat the vampire menace. Now, in the present day, the two foes face off again. Returning to Latveria, Doom proclaims that the combined might of the Avengers and Moon Knight will not be enough to defeat Varnar. Strange insists that Doom must take an oath to return the power and title once Earth is saved. "You have my words," Doom assures him. As Strange prepares to transfer a portion of his living soul to bond with Doom, he invokes an ancient spell, granting him the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme. All hail the Sorcerer Supreme. No, all hail Doom, declares Dr. Doom, looking both impressive and quirky as ever. Now back in Manhattan, Brielle and Dracula make their move. As the only one capable of stopping Blade, Brielle must stab him with her weapons. Miles arrives, questioning if she's truly ready for that. "I'm the only one with the power to stop him," Brielle insists, teaming up with Dracula and Miles. Now, returning to the main confrontation, Blade, empowered by the dark magic he consumed in the previous issue, is overpowering Thor. "I hate you, Thor," Blade growls, revealing that their lives have intertwined over millennia, granting them a unique perspective on the world's troubles. Thor summons Munir, while Vision instructs the team to fight the main adversary while he holds off the minions. "You won't do this alone," as Moon Knight declares as he joins the fray with his allies. Now, back in Latveria, Doom notes that the spell he's about to cast is incredibly ancient. He readies himself to perform the spell with the assistance of Strange's Academy, focusing their collective power to save the world. "I will lead our ritual. I will focus our efforts. I will save the world," Doom proclaims. The battle escalates as Moon Knights enter the scene to lend support. However, it soon becomes clear that Blade, empowered by dark magic, is too formidable. Wanda warns that he grows stronger by the moment. Could this be the end of the Avengers? Blade laments that only his daughter can stop him, but she is not here. until a dramatic Marvel moment happens. She leaps down and stabs Blade in the chest. But it does nothing. Varnar revealed that she isn't of Varnar's bloodline, rendering her attack ineffective. Suddenly, Miles intervened, declaring, "I'm your bloodline," as they combine their might and force to stab Varnar. As Varnar begins to falter. Concentration broken, Doom calls out, "Now I strike." He reverses the breach, attempting to expel the darkness from the world. Now, Blade darkness is coming out, while Varnar's spirit is also banished. Wanda quickly undoes the spell and contains Varnar. Blade returns to normal, alive and well. The Avengers have triumphed and saved the world, as Captain Marvel announced that the Dark Force is receding. A glimpse of sunlight breaks through, as we can see. Our heroes are victorious once again. Look at that incredible shot. Wow, Avengers assemble. What a Hollywood-worthy conclusion. Now, back with Strange, he demands the return of his powers, reminding Doom of the oath that Doom took. "Yes, my oath," Doom replies, as he slices away Strange's spirit form. "Now let me show you what I mean. What it means to save the world," Doom proclaims, embodying true villainy. Returning to Miles and Dracula. Miles is astonished that the sunlight doesn't harm him, now that he has vampire blood running through his veins. Dracula comments that times are changing, ushering a new dawn where vampires can walk in daylight. This shifts the dynamics entirely. Meanwhile, heroes listen to a media broadcast announcing that the world is safe thanks to the new Sorcerer Supreme, Victor Von Doom. Wow! And with that, the Blood Hunt event comes to an end. With one event ending, another one begins. What is Doom's plan? We will find out in November. The Blood Hunt event was an unforgettable experience, reminiscent of a Hollywood script, and a Marvel comic event that feels genuinely impactful. And yes, Blade is back to normal. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.